Hello everyone, and welcome to the best of the AIWF 1997 Volume 1. I'm Matt Carter. I'm kicked back, relaxed, enjoying the day. Hey, we got a lot of great matches in store for you. I'm going to sit here and enjoy them just like you. Hey, a lot of great action has gone down in the AIWF. You know what kind of action we're all about. And on this video right here is going to be some of the best action ever in the AIWF. Okay, our first match will be a leather strap match. It'll be Tommy DeVillin taking on the light heavyweight champion Robert Roma. It's a non-title event. It was a match I sure enjoyed, and I'm sure you'll enjoy. So hey, if y'all are ready, get your bag of popcorn, drink, kick back with me, and let's watch the best of the AIWF.
Now, I don't like neither one of these guys. I don't care which one of them hurts the other one. It just don't matter to me, Matt. As long as I see one of these guys get hurt, it don't matter to me.
Well, Tommy DeVillin just got a nice slap from Siobhan to get things going here. I'm sure that woke him up.
Well, that little mix is into everything anyhow. You know that.
Well, Tommy DeVillin as a lady taking quite an eye to Siobhan. This should be a very interesting match. Robert Roma not happy about what's going on with Tommy DeVillin. He's looking to take out some of those aggressions tonight.
Exactly. Robert Roma, Romy, or whatever you want to call him, the pizza boy, has been after Tommy DeVillin for weeks now, ever since Tommy has, like you said, took his liking to Siobhan. And this is going to be a feud that will explode in the AIWF eventually. That's obvious. Tommy's going for the win already today as this run.
Already, right off the bat, he attacked Robert unexpectedly. Robert wasn't even paying attention. He's already tagged 3 turnbuckles. Oh, Robert.
Oh, man.
Stopped that momentum right away. Now Robert Roma picks up Tommy DeVillin. Chops him down.
Well, even though I've had my problems with TVA, like you know, TVA's never liked me. TVA's never liked Rick Diesel. But as much problems I've had with them, ever since Brian Danzig pulled his little stunt back in Bassett and decided he wanted to turn on me and start this Family of Darkness thing, I've had more trouble out of them than I believe I've ever had out of TVA. So I don't care if Robert Roma breaks Tommy DeVillin. I don't care if Tommy DeVillin breaks Robert Roma, as long as one of them goes down.
So this is one of the matches where the fans get into and they cheer, but I don't know if they're cheering for one of the participants or just cheering for them to kill each other. Robert Roma taking it to Tommy DeVillin now. Grabs both his ankles.
There he goes. There he goes. Oh, what's that, hot cross buns or something?
I don't know what you'd call it move, but it's definitely effective.
Well, I give Robert Roma credit for one thing, Tom. He's one of the best technical wrestlers in the AIWF. But he can't win like that. You can't touch the corners if the guy's standing outside the ring.
Robert Roma may not be thinking as much as he usually does because he's got a lot of anger toward Tommy. But nevertheless, he's trying to win this match. That's 2. Remember, the object to win this match, you got to drag your opponent and touch all 4 corners.
Well, there's 3.
One more, and Robert's going to make short work of Tommy DeVillin.
Tommy's trying to stop him. Well, it's hard for me to be very objective in this match right here, simply for the fact that I don't like neither one of these guys. But I will give my opinion if I consider what they're doing a right thing or a wrong thing. That's something else about Robert Roma. Right there, that punch he just gave Tommy DeVillin. Robert Roma is one of the hardest punchers pound for pound in wrestling today.
Absolutely. He dropped Tommy DeVillin like a bad habit with that right hand. And he's going to pick him back up. Snap there out of the corner. Drops the elbow on the shoulder. On the side of the neck. Trying to wear down Tommy DeVillin a little bit here. Now with the leather strap.
Now you know that's got to hurt because that strap is a good 2 to 3 inches wide. It's about 10 foot long, and it's painful. You know it's got to hurt to have a leather strap, man. I know a lot of the fans out there remember back when they was young and they would be bad and Dad would break out the belt. Okay, well imagine that Dad having a 10-foot waist and with a 3-inch wide belt, beating you across the back with it or across the back side with it, and you can imagine what these two wrestlers are feeling right now.
Absolutely. Robert now with the head scissors. Tommy DeVille trying to get out of it. Robert Roma's such a great wrestler. You see him going back to trying wrestling holds in a match where really wrestling holds aren't that effective. I mean, this is more of a fight. It's a leather strap match. You're just trying to beat your opponent down where you got to drag him to all four corners. It's not like getting a 3 count. You got to have the man beat completely down.
Well, exactly, man. And I don't know if you remember, it may have been back before your time, but there was a time when Robert Roma was one of the most popular wrestlers in the AIWF, and he was one of the most scientific and technical wrestlers that I have ever seen in my 10-year career. And then he got sucked in by the TVA, Dangerous Don Carson, and Smiling Diamond Dave, and he's just been going like totally ballistic ever since.
And he still shows the scientific skill, but he's become more of a brawler, I believe, since joining the TVA, like you say, and that will help him in this match. Drops the elbow now.
Well, any fans and you and I, we all know that in a match like this, you must wear your opponent down, because you can't just drag a fresh man to all four corners of the ring. But Robert Roma's doing the right thing here, because he's got Tommy at a distinct disadvantage by pulling the hair. But as you can see right there, every advantage for you can be turned as an advantage to your opponent.
Absolutely. Tommy DeVille now. Flying back out of the corner.
Tommy's choking him. He's choking him with the strap. That's another thing. Cut that air. Cut that circulation off to the brain. Make the man weak. Make him disillusioned so he don't know exactly where he's at. Then you can pretty much drag him wherever you want to. But like you said, he's also got to take into consideration he's got Don Carson standing right outside the ring there. Okay, he can't let his guard down with that man for a second.
Absolutely not. And of course, Siobhan, she always gets involved in these matches too. Well, not always, but
yeah, she's turned into pretty much of a tramp herself. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have no comment on that, but
well, I understand, man. You're not like me. You can't take up for yourself the way I can. You're a commentator. You're an announcer. You've got to keep an objective opinion, but I don't.
Carson now joined with the referee, joined with Tommy DeVille, trying to break his concentration.
Well, that's a TVA trademark. You know what I'm saying? That's why you never see none of the TVA come to the ring alone. There's always 2 of them. There's always 3 of them. It's like right now. You know, they say that Smiling Diamond Dave is not here tonight, but you never know. He could be sitting anywhere. He could be out hiding somewhere outside. That's just the way they work.
Always thinking one step ahead of the opponents. Nothing more important to the TVA than winning at any cost.
Got a test of strength going on in there. That's got to be really an awkward situation, trying to do a test of strength.
Oh, when he stomps the hand.
Yeah. And the leather strap has to come into play on something like that too, throwing you off balance or something.
Right hand, as you talked about earlier, a deadly right hand just dropped Tommy DeVille.
Well, I've said it before, Robert Roma is one of the toughest punchers pound for pound in the sport of wrestling today.
Picks him up by the hair now. I don't know if he poked him in the eyes right there or what. Turns around and nails him with that right hand again, and Tommy DeVille is in a world of hurt right now.
Well, look at Don Carson over here. See, the whole time Don Carson is messing with the referee, and he's distracting him.
Robert's got Tommy tied up.
See, even in a match like this, when it's not really necessary for the TVA, I mean, you know, it's not necessary for them to cheat. They don't have to. You know what I'm saying? They just do. I mean, how do you cheat in a match where anything goes? They just do it. It's a natural instinct for them.
Absolutely, but they have racked up their share of titles, and of course Robert Roma is the current light heavyweight champion, so the tactics are getting them somewhere. Robert up going for number 4, but Tommy DeVillin stopped the momentum, dragged him down.
Robert Roma is throwing numerous punches to Tommy DeVillin's head, which is, again, a very smart tactic.
Absolutely. If you've got a weapon like a right hand like Robert Roma does, you need to use it. Siobhan right there. Don Carson right there. Tommy DeVillin's in a bad spot if he gets too close. Yep, Siobhan got the hair.
That's the way they do. That's the way they do.
Just pulling on the hair.
They even take a woman and have her out there cheating just like the rest of them.
Well, any advantage the TVA can get over you, they will take it.
Now
and Tommy DeVillin is all wrapped up in that strap.
I must throw something in. Again, I've said it several times tonight already during the other matches, but the crowd here in Francisco, I was talking to someone back in the back, and the crowd here in Francisco really surprised me. It's the first time the AIWF has come here. They don't get us on TV here like in a lot of places we go, but the fans, just knowing that the AIWF is coming, just seeing the AIWF name, our reputation preceded itself to the point that the fans packed this place out.
Absolutely. It was a great crowd. There's a great crowd on hand tonight. There's been great crowds on hand everywhere we go. And really, it was no surprise to me to see all the great folks in Francisco coming out to see us.
I know the AIWF appreciates every one of them, and anybody watching this tape, you can see the action the AIWF produces at each and every one of their shows. Each and every one of their shows.
Absolutely. Never a dull moment in the AIWF. Tommy DeVillin now taking the upper hand away from Robert Roma and backs him into the turnbuckle. Irish whip to the other side and comes in with a big, powerful elbow.
The something I've noticed about these two guys, Matt, is their styles are so similar that it's almost like maybe not as far as the scientific aspect of it, but just the way they think in the ring. It's almost like watching the same guy wrestle himself at times.
Absolutely. Both men have great scientific skills, but right now, at this point in their careers, they don't choose to use them that much.
No.
But great success sometimes comes without going the straight and narrow sometimes.
Well, there was a time many years ago that I never bent the rules. I broke them right in half.
Got a
so
chair.
I know how these guys think.
Bringing it down on Robert's head and his back. That'll certainly weaken your opponent.
Yes. Take it from somebody who knows, man. Oh, Lord.
Pulls him back in the ring. There's been several opportunities here where a man could have gotten a 3 count, but, that doesn't go in this match. You got to touch all 4 corners. And Tommy DeVillin is going to get 3 right here. Is he going to win it? With Don Carson on the apron with referee Bill Holliday got him distracted. That's number 4. Tommy won. Oh, that was the Northern Exposure.
The Northern Exposure. See, now Tommy just won that match. If the referee had been watching, if it hadn't been for Don Carson, then Tommy DeVillin would have been the winner right there.
Here comes the Family of Darkness out to the ring. Brian Danzig, Easy Rider, Iron Horse is there.
Easy Rider taking Robert back to the corner there. Brian Danzig has already laid Don Carson out over here on the side. See, the Family of Darkness is another group that don't care. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Don Carson
just nailed Iron Horse with a chair. He's going to clear the ring, and the Family of Darkness scatters. They're going to head for the heels. But Tommy DeVillin had the match won, but Don Carson had the referee distracted.
I do believe Tommy DeVillin has been disqualified.
Well, Robert Roma, your winner. But Tommy DeVillin had him beat without a shadow of a doubt. Wow, what a great match between Robert Roma and Tommy DeVillin. As you can see, as usual, the TVA interfering, costing Tommy the match. Tommy had the match won. Family of Darkness came down. Chaos broke loose. There's a lot more to come with that situation. But next we want to move to something we like to call the Classic Cut. This match took place in November of 1996 at Veterans Park in Mount Airy, North Carolina. It was Bad Brad against a lady that called herself Joni Lee at the time. You may know her as China in the WWF right now. She took on Bad Brad in one of the most unusual matches that I think the AIWF's ever seen. Why don't we go take a look at that one right now? Unbelievable. Man versus woman.
She's challenging him. I don't know. He looks like he doesn't want to do it. He's too much of a gentleman. He doesn't want to do it.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to get in the ring, Brad. Brad's looking at the crowd.
He may be saying it's because he's a gentleman. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see.
He's asking the crowd.
They want him to do it.
I think he's going to do it. The crowd's asked for it. I think he's going to do it.
So will this just be a regular match?
I guess
3 count submissions, disqualifications, everything?
I guess so.
Johnny Lee.
Don Hawkins is checking them both. Apparently he's letting this continue. He's gonna allow them to have the match.
Unbelievable.
From what I understand, Joni Lee challenged him earlier today on live TV in Martinsville, and apparently Brad has accepted the challenge.
And here it is. She's hit me, she says, but Brad's kind of laughing it off. He hits the ropes. Oh, and goes down from a shoulder block. Joni Lee takes it right to him. All she did was stand there. I don't think Brad expected that much.
No, I don't either. I don't know if Brad knows what he's gotten himself into here. I really don't. Tells him to go try it again.
It's the ropes, shoulder block, down he goes. Bad Brad certainly looks bewildered here. Can't believe a woman's outmatching him so far. He's going to hit the ropes again. She picks him up. A gorilla press.
Oh
Unbelievable.
God. Almost dropped him on his head. Bad Brad almost got dropped on his head right there.
What in the world? This woman is unbelievable. She is super strong, and Bad Brad just... Well, he's getting dragged out of the ring.
Manager getting involved. Referee not saying anything.
Johnny Lee backs into the ropes. Bad Brad reverses it. Elbow knocks her down.
What's Brad doing? Get on her, Brad. Come on. Get on her, Brad. Oh, he's apologizing to her manager. Come on, Brad. You've got your opponent down. Work on them.
You say if he's a gentleman, doesn't want to hurt a woman, but he elbowed her right in the mush, and she went down, and he's helping her up. This is a mistake. Oh!
Uh-oh, he's paying for it now.
I don't know what you'd call this old, but she's got it locked in. And Brad's in a world of hurt, and the crowd is going crazy. Oh, Bad Brad, I know he's in a lot of pain.
He certainly is.
I would not for any amount of money be in the position Bad Brad is in right now, because he is in a world of hurt. Unbelievable.
Trying very hard to break free.
How would you? Oh! And slams him down. Unbelievable.
And the referee is not breaking this. He's arguing with her manager, not breaking the hold. I mean,
unbelievable. She's still got it on.
This match should be over with. The referee should just call the match right now. Bad Brad is going to be seriously injured if this match is not stopped right now.
Don Hawkins jawing with Joni Lee's manager, but she has got him in a world of hurt.
She's definitely.
She will not turn him loose. Poor Bad Brad. I feel bad for him.
I know that's pretty bad. He goes in against a woman, and he's still the underdog. That's always Brad's luck. I mean, I think his middle name's Luck. I think. I mean, no matter what.
She's still got the hold on. She finally breaks it, but if Bad Brad's got anything left.
The damage has been done.
Oh,
man.
but Joni Lee's manager interfered, and whatever was left of Bad Brad is probably gone now. He's hurt.
Yes, he definitely is. He had her down. He had the advantage, but he didn't take it, and he paid for it for quite a while.
Now they're choking him on the rope. Referee Don Hopkins right there, but a slap and a knee to the back, a slap and a knee to the back. Bad Brad is in all kinds of trouble.
The referee being awful lenient with Joni Lee, a little too lenient, I think. I don't know if he considers her at a disadvantage. I know I certainly don't. I consider her at a great advantage. She outweighs Brad. You know, she's got help on the outside. She's definitely not an advantage. Like I said, Brad is the underdog in this match.
Joni Lee, unbelievable flying lariat, covers him 1-2. He kicks out.
That's
unbelievably. That tells you a lot about Bad Brad. I mean, he has just been beaten to a pulp almost by these crazy women, and he still had enough to kick out. He's still in this match. He's not going to quit.
That's right, and that is what makes Bad Brad so great. You can beat him down, you can hurt him, you can do whatever, and if he can physically get up, he will. It doesn't matter how much pain he's in. If he can stand up, he will, and he'll come right back at you for some more. That's what makes Bad Brad a star in the AIWF. It's not his size, you know, it's not. It's his great determination and great technical skill.
Referee Don Hopkins calling for the break. That was a chokehold.
I think Don Hopkins is being too lenient with Joni Lee. I think for some reason, I don't know, apparently he's not seeing the same match I am, but
unbelievable. She's got Bad Brad in a torture rack, the human torture rack.
Picked him up like he was nothing.
She's just holding him there. He looks like he's out.
He may be. The ref may have to call this one. Bad Brad looks out. Oh, how humiliating. I mean, it's gonna, okay, and all the magazines, you know, all the TV, you know, it's gonna say Bad Brad defeated by Joni Lee, and they're gonna be, oh look, Bad Brad got defeated by a woman, but they didn't see the woman. They're not gonna, you know, the people in the magazines aren't gonna be seeing the woman.
She's not no ordinary woman.
Definitely not.
By a long shot. Joni Lee now talking with her manager. Bad Brad is hurt. I mean, he is really hurt. He can't even stand. He's just sitting there. He's about out of it.
I tell you what, she gave him, I know it didn't seem like a lot, but she gave him quite a while to recover. And
Brad's got a chair. A chair came in the ring.
Her manager threw it in for her, but Bad Brad caught it.
He's got the chair.
Is he
going to hit Joni Lee with the chair?
He's tired of it. He's not going to take it.
Joni Lee. Oh, Brad caught the chair in the face.
He hesitated again. He shouldn't have.
Joni Lee drop-kicked the chair right into his face. Referee Don Hopkins just letting this one go.
Yes, I really don't think.
Oh, and hits him with a chair in the face again.
I really don't think Don Hopkins considers this an official match, because I'm sure nothing was signed. It was the challenge was made this morning, and she challenged him again tonight, and he accepted. And the referee's just in there to keep control.
She's got him all tied up in that chair. He can't get away. And now she's kicking the bottom of the seat of the chair. And it's crushing Brad's ribs. He's got nowhere to go. He is in a world of hurt I have never seen a woman dish out a beating to a man like this in my entire life. How'd you like to be married to her? Come home late one night.
Well, see, Matt, the thing is, I wouldn't hesitate to use the chair. If she was coming at me, that's Bad Brad's problem. See, the match wouldn't be going like this if Bad Brad didn't have a problem with her being a woman. She's the one who made the challenge. She was the one all up there, I can take any man. I mean, if she's the one who made the challenge, and I'm not gonna look bad and decline it. I'm gonna go up there, defeat her. Maybe do it as soon as I can. Try not to hurt her too bad. But I mean, that's Bad Brad's problem. He went in there. He had the advantage, a couple of times, but didn't take it. He hesitated, and that is why he's in the position he's in right now. Not because she's a better wrestler, but because Bad Brad hesitated because she was a woman.
Big back body drop. Johnny Lee showing her power.
I think
she is a powerhouse now.
Yes, I think Bad Brad's out of this now. I mean, I've seen him take a lot of punishment. I've seen him.
Fires back, drives her face to the canvas. Where he got that from, I don't know. Brad is showing a second win, and he's not backing up now.
He's not backing up anymore. Bad Brad has realized.
He got her by the hair.
Yeah, there you go, Brad. Stay on
her down. Yeah, and he's strutting.
That patented Bad Brad strut. Oh, he's still
like
he's still hurting from earlier, but that won't stop him from dancing. By the hair again, slinging her around. There you go, Brad.
Brad not pulling any punches now. He knows that Johnny Lee's for real, and he's not taking her like a joke anymore.
That's right.
He's got to go to work on her. She's not like the average female.
He made that mistake twice, but he didn't make it a third time.
Sits her up on the rope. Right hand. Knocks her off the ropes down to the floor. And the tide has definitely turned.
Yes, Bad Brad. And the reason it's turned is because Bad Brad realized, hey, this is no ordinary woman. I mean, she outweighs me, and she's taller, and I have to do something, and she's using every advantage she can, so I need to as well. I need to be a professional. I need to get in there and wrestle. There's a time to be a gentleman, there's a time to be a professional. Sometimes they don't mix.
And Johnny Lee out on the floor, and her manager jawing with fans who are all on their feet.
Yes,
Johnny Lee's like, I'm gonna shut up. I think they can't believe what's happened here. Brad just made a complete turnaround. It looked like he was out of it completely, that it was all over but the crime, and he comes right back, and Johnny Lee slowly getting back up into the ring. Brad runs out of charges and catches a foot right in the gut. And Johnny Lee, once again, is taking control of this match. She's going to pick him up, fireman's carry into an airplane spin. What's she going to do? Drops him down.
I'll tell you what,
the cover. 1, 2. Brad kicks out. He's got a lot of resiliency.
Yes, I have to admit, earlier on, I thought it was over with. I was like, there's no way Bad Brad has lost this one, but he came back. See, there he goes again. That's what it is. You beat Bad Brad down so much that you think you've got him. That is Bad Brad's advantage in the AIWF and with anybody he wrestles.
On the top rope, but she catches him and throws him off the corner.
Because usually when you dish out that much punishment to anyone else, you've got him. But not Bad Brad. You start relaxing, you just start, you start taking a breather, not really concentrating, and that's when he gets you. He can just take an enormous amount of punishment.
And that's what he's doing. I mean, he's standing up. He's a hell of a man. He's standing up.
Yeah, so's Johnny.
He's fighting back.
He's
going to the top rope. This may be a mistake. She's standing right there looking at him.
She ducks. The sunset flip.
Sunset flip out of the corner. 1, 2, 3. He did it. Yes. Bad Brad has beat Johnny Lee.
A victory for all men.
Unbelievable. Bad Brad has beat Johnny Lee. We thought he couldn't come back, but he did. It was a spectacular. Hey, what an unbelievable match between Bad Brad and Johnny Lee. Bad Brad got the win, but he paid for it dearly. He didn't think Johnny Lee was going to be that much of an opponent, and he paid for it, but he came out on top. Like me and Brian were talking about that night, Bad Brad has got incredible resiliency. Hey, the next match we're going to take a look at, Robert Roma, once again, the current AIWF light heavyweight champion, going to be taking on JT Sledge, a match from my hometown, Bassett, Virginia. This match took place on May the 3rd and was one of the greatest matches I think I've ever seen. It wasn't for the title, but it didn't matter because the action was there. Why don't we go to that right now?
Hey, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. JT Sledge versus Robert Roma. Has potential to be one of the greatest matches I've ever seen because both of these men are technical wrestlers, high flyers. And what you got here, you got the Generation X on one side versus the TVA on the other side.
Absolutely, and these two men have met before. They know each other's styles. It's going to be a great match.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, with Generation X being on the other side of the ring,
yeah, that ought to keep the TVA influence down a lot.
Maybe. Referee Bill Holiday getting the ring clear.
Now, I'll tell you another thing that'll play a factor in this match, and if you'll notice, fans, when the camera shot goes up a little bit, you'll see the ceiling. I mean, you'll notice that this building has a very low ceiling.
Absolutely. It kind of stops the wrestlers from certain high-flying techniques, but also creates a lot of new opportunities for them. Swinging from the rafters, dropping legs, dropping elbows. We've seen that before at Bassett.
Absolutely, but it also, you have to, when you're wrestling in the ring, you have to, that's a third factor in the match all the time is you want to know where that ceiling's at, because if you hit that ceiling, buddy, it's over.
Absolutely. Those girders don't give, none whatsoever.
Absolutely not. Robert Roma now has got JT Sledge in a headlock. Robert pushes him off, takes, shoulder block, shoulder tackle, takes Robert Roma to the mat.
JT Sledge trying to get the crowd behind him now.
He's the fan favorite, the hometown boy.
Absolutely. Robert Roma and the TVA not ever been very big in Bassett because of their tactics. And JT Sledge is one of those type of guys that the fans just seem to get behind.
Another shoulder tackle takes Robert Roma to the mat. Robert Roma now is rethinking his strategy.
Robert's got to calm down. He gets shoved to the mat. He's calling for referee Bill Holiday. He's arguing with it. He shoves the referee, and Bill Holiday shoves him back down to the mat. Robert Roma now has got to calm down. He's got to get his game plan working, or he is going to beat himself.
That's right.
But Don Carson and Smiling Diamond Dave and Siobhan and Eddie Wilson are all at ringside for the TVA. And you can bet that they're going to play a factor. You can see Don already joined with Bill Holiday. Getting the referee distracted.
You see Robert Roma now backed into a corner. There's a lockup. Into an arm twist. Robert Roma working over the arm of JT Sledge. Putting pressure on that elbow. JT Sledge reverses it.
Nice reversal.
Nice reversal. Now he's working on the shoulder of Robert Roma.
Drops a couple of elbows on it.
Robert Roma with a twist, a spin, and a
takedown.
Left takedown.
Beautiful takedown.
I would have said a drop toe hold, but that wasn't exactly what that was.
Robert Roma. JT Sledge reverses the armbar. He's got him on the mat and an armbar. Working on the arm. It seems that's what both of these guys are going after, is each other's arms. I mean, hey, the arm plays an important factor in wrestling. Your arms are very useful in a wrestling match.
Absolutely.
If somebody takes one of those arms out, you're just as good as beat. I've never seen a man win a match with one arm.
Yeah, and I don't think you see too many one-armed wrestlers either.
Not at all.
Now JT Sledge and Robert Roma measuring each other. And
You got to take their time. They know each other so well. They know one slip up and you can lose the match. I'm
going into a test of strength.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock now. Robert and Sledge, they lock up. Robert seems to have the advantage from the get-go, but Sledge is working back. He's trying to come back. He's got Robert down to his knees. He got him down on all fours and stomps the fingers.
I think JT Sledge has been watching Robert Roma tapes. That's what I think. Because I've seen Robert Roma use that move before. I wonder how it feels to have it used on him.
Robert doesn't look too happy. He's rolled out of the ring. He's going to take a breather. Try to get his head back about him. JT Sledge calmly stays in the ring, stays back.
There's Smiley on the outside of the ring. Smiling Diamond Dave, I mean. Part of the TVA.
You can bet that if that man gets a chance to become a factor in this match, that he will.
Yeah, he really enjoys taking it to the wrestler.
And of course, TVA, they'll win by any means necessary. And Robert Roma starts off quickly, goes into an arm twist. Unbelievable. Drops the fist on top of the head.
See, now that's what I'm talking about. Robert Roma is he'll take a situation and he'll turn it to his advantage. He keeps you off guard by just being a great technical wrestler.
Robert Roma, those deadly right hands that we have seen many times, and now drives Sledge into the turnbuckle. Elbow to the side of the head on another one. He's rocked JT Sledge early. Oh, and a chop.
And a right hand.
Brings him out. Snapmare out of the corner.
I thought we were going to see that northern exposure that Robert Roma's made so famous.
And that is a deadly hold, and you can bet. Oh, got a 2 count. If Robert Roma connects with that northern exposure, that will be it for JT Sledge. I have not seen any man get up from that move.
Oh, double thrust.
Right to the throat, and Sledge is in trouble early in this match.
You better believe it.
Robert Roma, type of guy, he's a great scientific wrestler, and you say what you want to about his tactics about winning some matches, but he is a great wrestler, and he knows what to do in that ring. He's got great ring presence, and he will take it to you. If you've given him an advantage, he will use it.
Now, JT Sledge ramming Robert Roma's head into the mat. There's some right hands from JT Sledge, and Robert Roma pushes him off in a clothesline. Now JT Sledge, they're showing some great ring presence in the fact that he took a situation and used it against Robert Roma. That's what'll make this match a classic.
Absolutely. JT now, he has turned the tide. Robert Roma is in control for the first few minutes of the match, but now Sledge
backing him into the ropes, Irish whip.
On the other side.
And a drop toe hold.
He's cinching up on that leg now. Trying to take the man's leg away from him. That's another thing. You take one part of the body and work on it. Hey, you can't stand on one leg.
No. It's hard to drive without wheels.
Sledge cinching up on it now, but Robert Roma's not the type to quit. You see Aries encouraging him from the outside, encouraging Robert to quit. He would like to see that.
I don't think we're going to see that, though. Robert Roma, he's a tough competitor.
I don't think the man knows the words "I quit" when it comes to professional wrestling. He is a double tough individual, and that's what's earned him that light heavyweight championship, and that's why he's held on to it for so long.
Now, Aries on the outside wanting to be Robert Roma's sledgehammer.
JT Sledge finally turns it loose. Roma got to the ropes. Roma in the corner, but Sledge not going to give him an inch. He was begging off.
Now that is great ring presence on the part of JT Sledge. You don't back away from the man. You got to stay on him.
And that's what he is doing. JT Sledge now.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Comes out and a spin wheel kick.
Beautiful move by Robert Roma, and that has turned the tide back his way.
These men can they'll just take advantage of the situation. I know I've said it time and time before, and I'll say it time and time again. You got to watch them because they'll come at you.
Roma's staggered, sledgehammering away, and down he goes. Robert Roma's in trouble, and once again he goes to the ropes. He knows that referee Bill Holliday will make him sledge break any hold if he is in those ropes, and he will go to him or he'll roll outside the ring if he gets in trouble.
Robert Roma, JT Sledge backing Roma into the ropes, Irish whip, and an arm twist, and a clothesline.
Unbelievable, Robert Roma. What a great technical wrestler. I mean, you can see it just in his ring presence. I mean, he will take, like you said earlier, Chris, he will take any advantage that you give him, and he will make you pay for giving it to him. He's trying to hold Sledge down. 1, 2. Oh, he almost got him. 2.5. Now the Roma now choking him with the leg and jawing with Bill Holliday. The referee now finally sees it and makes him break the hold. Dangerous Don Carson and TVA standing outside. They hadn't got involved yet, but they hadn't really needed to. Robert Roma is taking it to JT Sledge. Full Nelson now. Looks around.
I thought once again we were going to see that diamond cutter.
Robert Roma now drops the leg. Good, fast, hard leg drop. 1, 2.
Ooh, almost a 3
got him
count.
again. This is an amazing match. These two men are so... JT Sledge is showing us his resiliency right here. I mean, he is a double tough individual, and he can take a lot of punishment. But if he doesn't get on the offensive pretty quick, hey, there it is.
Now you'll notice, Matt, that both Robert Roma and JT Sledge are very calm and collected as far as their wrestling presence. They're thinking all the time.
Not getting too excited. If you let the guys on the outside distract you, let them bother you, you know you're gonna get beat. You gotta block all that out as hard as it may be. You got three men on one side of the ring for JT Sledge, and you got 3 or 4 men on the other side, and a woman for Robert Roma. I mean, it's a lot of people outside the ring yelling, interfering possibly. We haven't seen that yet. And it takes a lot for a wrestler to keep his mind clear. But JT Sledge now on the offensive again. He's got Robert Roma in trouble.
JT Sledge working back into Robert Roma and takes an elbow to the stomach. Robert Roma. Ow!
Beautiful.
Thrust to the head.
Robert Roma is just one tough wrestler, and he is taking it to Sledge now.
There's another one. Those backhand thrusts to Robert Roma.
They're deadly. They're taking JT Sledge down each time. And
I'll tell you what, when those knuckles catch you across the bridge of the nose, that's just about enough to make you go home and just go to bed.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm sure glad that I'm up here in the broadcast booth and not like you, Chris, when I'm in that ring taking those right hands sometimes, because they are deadly.
Robert Roma up. Holds up pinfall predicament.
He got him 1, 2.
Oh, almost a 3 count there.
One Sledge almost got beat right there. Very quick. Robert Roma now backs him into the ropes.
JT Sledge reverses it.
Misses
Ducks
the
a clothesline. Oh, and a right hand. Beautiful move by Robert Roma. Another right hand.
Staggers Sledge back. He's going back into the ropes again. Sledge reverses. Robert off the ropes and misses. Oh, set it. Oh, Northern Exposure. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. JT Sledge will not get up. Oh, but Robert picks him up, and that's a mistake in my book, Chris Wyndham.
You got that right. Robert Roma has the match won right now.
But he picked him up, and
I don't know.
I would not expect that from Robert Roma.
I wouldn't either. That was a serious mistake on Robert Roma's part. It is the fact that JT Sledge will take the advantage because Robert Roma made a mistake.
Robert Roma.
Oh, back to a chokehold.
Free Bill Holiday right there makes him break it, but Robert comes down a couple of elbows right on the top of the head.
I don't know if Robert Roma was just showing arrogance there or just is so tired he's not thinking.
I don't understand it myself, but I mean, he had the man beat. That is probably the deadliest hold in professional wrestling, and Sledge was not going to get up. That was clear. Robert picked him up.
Takes his leg out from under him.
And JT Sledge going to work on the leg.
Drops the leg.
And you can see Robert Roma, a world of hurt from that. He's got a brace on that left knee, and that's what Sledge is going after. Comes around again. Drops the leg. And Robert Roma is hurting. Sledge now takes the advantage back, and it just goes to show you what pulling your man up when you got your man beat. You got to go on and beat him, because Robert had him beat, and now he's in trouble, and he is in danger of losing this match.
And Robert Roma's in a submission hold. I can't really tell from this angle what that is.
I don't know if that's a backwards figure four or what, but whatever it is, it's got Robert Roma
sort of
a little hurt.
Yeah, Robert Roma is in a predicament.
Yeah, he's not close to the ropes. He needs to get over to those ropes. Don Carson
watch
over there.
Smiling Diamond Dave there. Watch Smiling Diamond Dave there.
Don Carson jawing with members of Generation X. Smiling Diamond Dave's in the ring.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
He just nailed JT Sledge.
That is classic TVA right there.
Absolutely.
You got one man distracting the referee. You got the other man taking the advantage on the wrestler.
Robert Roma now back on his feet, but he's limping. Comes over to JT Sledge and just pushes him back to the rope. Sledge is hurt. That right hand by Smiling Diamond Dave cleaned his clocking. Sledge is in trouble. Now Robert Roma.
There's a takedown into a
what would you
modified camel clutch, I'm going to call that.
He's got the legs tied up and putting a lot of pressure on the back and the legs with that hold, but he lets him out of it.
Oh,
goes back to an arm twist. He's gonna
back into a waist lock.
What's he going to do here? Sledge trying to get out, trying to reverse it.
Sledge
breaks
the waist lock.
Reversal.
Puts one of his own on. Oh, Robert Roma with an elbow.
Robert Roma off the ropes. What's he doing here?
Sledge sits
down on him. One, two. Oh, he got him. He got him. That's an upset.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a big upset. JT Sledge has beat Robert Roma. Only thing I can say, it's a shame it wasn't for the title, but he beat him.
Yeah,
he got the 3 count.
He got the 3 count on him.
And the TVA is out. Hey, what a great match between JT Sledge and Robert Roma. Definitely a classic. Probably one of the biggest upsets so far in the AIWF in 1997. As we move right along, that same night in Bassett, Virginia, a Texas Tornado match took place. The Family of Darkness took on a team of Rick Diesel and the Ghost Riders. They had announced that they would have a mystery partner. We had no clue who that would be, and we were not more shocked when we found out it was Dangerous Don Carson of the TVA. He made it clear he wasn't friends with the Ghost Riders and Rick Diesel, but his problems with the Family of Darkness, he doesn't like them. Rick Diesel and the Ghost Riders don't like them, so why not work together one time and try to rid the AIWF of this menace called the Family of Darkness. This was an outstanding match, a wild, chaotic match. All of the wrestlers were in the ring at one time. Something I know you're going to enjoy. Let's go take a look at that one. Right now, this is going to be one of the wildest matches I think I have ever seen. I mean, oh, there it goes. The bell has sounded, and it's underway. Texas Tornado match. Everybody's in the ring at one time. Anything goes. Pinfall has to go down in the ring. I'm by myself up here in the broadcast booth. It seems like just about everybody's in this match. But it's unbelievable to me to see Rick Diesel and Don Carson and the Ghost Riders on the same team. Last time we were in Bassett, Rick Diesel and the Ghost Riders didn't have too much luck, but they're going to take out all their frustrations on the Family of Darkness tonight. And it's going to be real hard to call this one. I mean, there's action everywhere. You can see in the ring Rick Diesel and Iron Horse going at it. Outside, Don Carson's got Brian Danzig. It slams his head into the canvas and rolls him back up in the ring. Rick Diesel choking away at Iron Horse now. Picks him up. Good day, action everywhere. Don Carson and Brian Danzig have paired off. Chris Wyndham coming back in the ring. Easy Rider and Jackie Anderson going at it on the outside. There's Neil Leathers. Neil Leathers jumps over the top rope and grabs Chris Wyndham and bulldogs him. And the fans are standing for this one. Iron Horse now, from behind, gets Rick Diesel. Stomps him on the head. Don Carson and Chris Wyndham now double teaming Neil Leathers. There's action everywhere. Jackie Anderson's got a pan or something on the other side of the ring. He's got a chair now. Good day action in and outside the ring. Brian Danzig just nailed Don Carson with a tremendous clothesline. Chris Wyndham got Neil Leathers rolled up. But he's in the ropes. Brian Danzig just kicked Chris Wyndham right in the face. And Neil Leathers dives out of the ring onto Rick Diesel. They're going at it right in front of these fans. They're in the front rows. Unbelievable. Action everywhere. It's hard for us to follow it. I mean, you need about 20 cameras to cover a match like this. And Rick Diesel now rams Neil Leathers' head into the apron of the ring, kicks him in the back of the head. Iron Horse now sees what's going on. He's coming out. Standing up on the apron now. What's he going to do? Rick Diesel doesn't see him. Comes down and nails him from behind. But Don Carson in the ring has got a stick. And he just nailed Brian Danzig with it. Jackie Anderson and Don Carson and Chris Wyndham on the same team. It's hard to believe, but that's what's happening. Easy Rider comes in. He gets met with a stick too. Rick Diesel with a chair. There is so much going on. It is hard to call us. The fans are on their feet. Chris Wyndham now choking away at Easy Rider. He's got him hurt, and Iron Horse is just down on one knee as Don Carson is just beating the hell out of him, excuse my language, with that stick. Unbelievable. This one is hard to call, fans. There's so much action in the ring now. Jackie Anderson with Neil Leathers. I don't know what he's got now. He's got a piece of that stick. It's probably broke off. He nailed Neil Leathers with it and nailed Easy Rider with it. It's a cane, something. But Chris Wyndham on the ropes now. He's all the way on the top rope. He's not letting those rafters bother him. Jackie Anderson now catches Neil Leathers off the ropes. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to get a 3 count? Chris Wyndham perched on the top rope. He's just standing on the ropes, holding on to the rafters. Easy Rider nails Don Carson, but what are the Ghost Riders going to do to Neil Leathers? Oh, unbelievable leg drop. Oh, he almost took his head off. Outside the ring, Brian Danzig and Iron Horse hammering away on Rick Diesel. Iron Horse looks like he's got a tray out of the cafeteria, and he just nailed Jackie Anderson on top of the head with it. But Neil Leathers, after that tremendous move from the Ghost Riders, is hurting. Chris Wyndham hammering away now. He's got him on the ropes. Neil Leathers is in trouble. Chris Wyndham turns him loose to go after Brian Danzig. There's that tray. He nailed him in the head with it again. There's just, oh, Rick Diesel with a cane. He jerked Neil Leathers' feet out from under him, and then with an obvious low blow, but anything goes in these matches. I think Rick Diesel's found a good weapon there. That'll bring any man to his knees. This is just sheer chaos, fans. I mean, this isn't a wrestling match. This is just go hurt somebody. This is settle the score. And that's what they're doing. Rick Diesel and Neil Leathers have a long history together, and it sure did not help their problems when Neil Leathers joined up with the Family of Darkness last week. Easy Rider looking for somebody to hit. I mean, it's just walk around. It's kind of like a battle royal in a way. You just walk around and find somebody to hit, but you got teams. Easy Rider has got Jackie Anderson beat. Or is that Chris Wyndham? It's hard to tell. There's so much action moving around. And whoever it was kicked out one of the Ghost Riders, and a piece of the tray, after hitting Neil Leathers on the head, flew out in the crowd. I tell you what, the Ghost Riders and Rick Diesel picked the right partner. Dangerous Don Carson. He knows how to get down and dirty, and he does not hesitate to do it. Chris Wyndham now sets Neil Leathers for it. It looks like a tombstone pile driver. He hits the ropes, and he nailed it. I don't think he got all of it there, but he nailed it, and Neil Leathers is hurting. Neil Leathers has taken a beating tonight. He's been gone from the AIWF for a while, but he come back and he has taken a beating. Which I'm sure the Ghost Riders have a lot of aggression toward Neil Leathers and Easy Rider. They stole one from him in Mount Airy 1 week ago. And Neil Leathers and Iron Horse now working together. Oh, Rick Diesel with the cane. He got Iron Horse. Oh, he's got Neil Leathers with it. And he's got a cane. He and Brian Danzig have both got a cane. Brian's got a stick or something. And, and Rick Diesel with the cane again. He has cleared the ring, fans, with that cane. He has figured out the perfect way to use that cane. And the Ghost Riders, Rick Diesel and Don Carson, are standing tall right now. The Family of Darkness is hurting. Chris Wyndham nails Neil Leathers with that stick again. Neil Leathers is hurting. He is taking a beating in this match, fans. But he's staying with it. Iron Horse outside the ring now, trying to get a chair, but Chris Wyndham nailed him with a stick. There's sticks, chairs, trays. What else are we going to see? Neil Leathers up in the air. Chris Wyndham's got him. What's he going to do to him now? Slams him on the chair. Unbelievable. 1, 2. No, Neil Leathers got out 2.5. Boy, that was almost over right there. Don Carson working over Easy Rider. Rick Diesel standing just looking for somebody to hit. He's put that cane to good use, but now he's got a stick. I don't know where that cane went. It's hard to keep up with this. There is weapons everywhere. Anything that isn't bolted down, these guys are using against each other. Just when a missed Neil Leathers, beautiful flying lariat by Neil Leathers. Took Chris Wyndham out of his boots almost. Before he can get the cover, Rick Diesel is there. And it looks like he's choking him. Neil Leathers takes him down. Brian Danzig on the outside now, hammering away at Rick Diesel. And now looks as if the tide is starting to turn back toward the Family of Darkness. They're getting it together now. Rick Diesel is in trouble, but Don Carson just standing waiting to hit somebody. He's tired. He's worn out. They've got Easy Rider up. Spike pile driver. Hadn't seen that in a while. Chris Wyndham and Don Carson teaming up for that one. Whether you can believe it or not, you just saw it. Once again, just anything that is not bolted down, the fans are on their feet. What great fans we have in Bassett, Virginia. They love this stuff. Unbelievable. Oh, I nailed Don Carson with the stick, and now the tide has turned to Family of Darkness. They're all standing up. Jackie Anderson is working over Neil Leathers. That man, Neil Leathers, has really taken a beating in this match. It's amazing to me that he is still able to compete. And Chris Wyndham hammering away at Iron Horse. And right hand. Rick Diesel swinging from the rafters. He's looking for somebody to nail. And it's Neil Leathers who dropped the leg on the back of his head. Unbelievable. Iron Horse has got somebody pinned, but referee doesn't see it. There's so much action, the referee doesn't see it, and Don Carson broke it up. That's a baseball bat. Brian Danzig nails him with a chair. Fans, this is unbelievable. That's the only way I know how to describe this. This is sheer chaos. This is just four men trying to beat the other 4 men up, trying to hurt somebody, trying to put somebody in the hospital. This is no longer a wrestling match. I don't think it ever was. This has been chaos from the outset since the bell rang. Iron Horse now working on that bad knee of Don Carson. He just laid some kicks into the back of that knee. Iron Horse goes down. Jackie Anderson got that cane now in a bad spot. Oh, and Iron Horse is hurting. His manhood may have been hurt there. Brian Danzig just drop kicked Don Carson in the back of the head. Jackie Anderson stomping away at Iron Horse. Drops the elbow. How can these men continue? I didn't think this match would go as long as it has. I mean, a normal wrestling match maybe, but when you bring chairs and sticks and anything that you want to into this ring, this is what happens. And everybody is Brian Danzig is bleeding. Just a fight. Unbelievable. Jackie Anderson working over, see Brian Danzig there, and Iron Horse has got the stick, but Don Carson breaks that up. Now Jackie Anderson moves over to Iron Horse. Chris Wyndham working on Easy Rider. He's got him backed up against the ropes, gives a few right hands. Chris Wyndham hits the ropes. Oh, unbelievable, beautiful spin kick. Both men went over the top rope. Oh, unbelievable. I don't know if that hurt Chris Wyndham worse than it did Easy Rider, but they both went over the top rope. And I don't see him. I see Rick Diesel over there hammering away on somebody, but we can't see. They both went over the top rope. What a beautiful maneuver. Unbelievable. This is the most amazing match I have seen as far as not having any rules. And Brian Danzig just clipped the knee. He clipped that bad knee of Don Carson right out from under him. He is hurt inside and outside the ring. Iron Horse has got something, a stick or a bat, one of the objects that's laying in the ring. I couldn't tell who was that he threw out of the ring. Jackie Anderson, I believe. But Brian Danzig is working on that bad wheel of Don Carson. Look, Easy Rider after that kick is up, and he's got Jackie Anderson in a sleeper hold outside the ring. I don't know what the purpose of putting him in a sleeper was. Knock the man out. I guess he can't compete anymore. The three count has got to be in the ring, or submission or whatever happens has got to happen in the ring. And Jackie Anderson is in a world of hurt, but as you can see right there, he got the Easy Rider off of him with an obvious low blow, but it doesn't. Oh, DDT on the concrete. He just DDT'd him on the concrete, and Easy Rider has taken a lot of punishment here in the last few minutes. He is in trouble. Outside the ring, you can see fans standing all over the building. This match is nothing but chaos. It's nothing but chaos. I can't believe they haven't gone out in the parking lot yet. Oh, Jackie Anderson just caught that bat right in the gut. Iron Horse throws it back outside the ring. Neil Leathers obviously hurt. We've seen the punishment he's taken during this match. Chris Wyndham back in the ring. And Ghost Riders are in the ring, and Don Carson in the ring. We don't see Rick Diesel. He's outside the ring somewhere. Don Carson has got Neil Leathers now. What's he going to do with him? He picks him up. Uh-oh. This could be the spinning backbreaker. If he hits this, it's over, fans. He's got him. Yes, it is. A spinning backbreaker drops him down. And Don Carson falls back against the ropes. That took a lot out of him. Neil Leathers is hurt. He is hurt bad. Chris Wyndham sitting up a chair. They got 2 chairs in the ring now. What are they going to do? Neil Leathers is in all kinds of trouble. If somebody doesn't help him, he's going to get beat. Ghost Riders catching. Double foot to the gut. Hey fans, what a great match. But due to the length of the show that night, and Bassett, our master tape, ran out and we didn't get to film the whole thing, but we felt compelled to show you what we had because it was so much action involved. Hey, Ghost Riders, Rick Diesel and Don Carson came out on top just minutes after the tape ran out. It was a great match. Fight ensued. Hey, it was one of the most chaotic things that's ever happened in the AIWF. And speaking of chaos, Rick Diesel and Brian Danzig, their feud came to a head in Mount Airy, North Carolina on April the 26th, where they had a barbed wire match to settle it all. No ropes. The ropes went down, barbed wire took its place, and this was one of the most bloody confrontations I have ever seen. One of the most brutal. And this is where it went down. Let's go take a look at that one. All right, Smiling Diamond Dave, this is going to be one heck of a match. Rick Diesel, Brian Danzig, no ropes, barbed wire. Unbelievable that these two men had the guts to sign on for something like this, but they hate each other.
Well, you got that right, Matt. You know, for fans that don't know, this match stems back to when we had a stretcher match. The TVA had a stretcher match with the Ghost Riders and Rick Diesel. And at the end of the match, Brian comes out. Rick Diesel thinks he's going to help him to gain advantage in the match. Well, the tides turned, Matt.
Absolutely.
Brian chokeslammed Rick Diesel to a table. Who's carried that on the stretcher? Who's victorious?
Rick Diesel got carried out and the TVA won that match, but Rick Diesel took that to heart and he went right after Brian Danzig, and this is only a few weeks after this happened in Bassett. You know, it's just a few weeks ago when we saw that Rick Diesel was adamant. And he has had a series of matches with Brian Danzig, but this has got the potential to be the deadliest one of them all. And Brian Danzig goes through the...
Already into the barbed wire. You know, Rick Diesel's wasted no time. He did make his vows. I heard in interviews that he made his vows that he would make Brian Danzig pay during this match.
And he's doing it. He's got that barbed wire all in Brian's face, and he is cutting his head with it.
You know, Rick Diesel's sparing no expense on this match here. You know, he's done took it to Brian Danzig. You know, he's outside the ring, and with Rick Diesel, I know from experience that's a dangerous place to be.
He is a man that his home is outside the ring. He is a brawler, and he is taking it right to Brian Danzig. But let's not discredit Brian now.
That's exactly right.
He's one heck of an athlete, and it's going to take a heck of an athlete to come out of this match.
You know, to be honest, Matt, these two men on this night right here, they was like caged animals.
Absolutely. They
no
were.
expense sparred. They was ready to hurt one another, end each other's career.
Absolutely, and that's what they're doing.
Rick Diesel looked stomping the barbed wire into Brian Danzig's chest and stomach area.
And he's loving every minute of it because, I mean, Brian Danzig was Rick Diesel's friend, you know, his compadre. They were tag team champions at one time, and now all that's out the window. These men hate each other.
Brian Danzig nailing Rick Diesel with the barbed wire. Brian's still wrapped up in it.
That barbed wire will give, but when it does and you go down in it, it will shred you to pieces. And Brian Danzig, I believe, has already been busted open. He takes Rick Diesel down into the barbed wire.
You know, Rick now, as you can see, Rick is in that barbed wire that is loose. They have taken the ropes down. This was the stipulations of the match. The ropes come down. The barbed wire goes up in place of the ropes.
Oh, and Rick Diesel just goes through the ropes. Oh, well, the barbed wire, no ropes here.
It's painful.
And he is tied up bad in the ring.
Really tied up, you know, and you can see the pain in Rick Diesel's face that the barbed wire is causing.
Oh,
it's
just
got him
shredding
by the
his
hair,
shirt.
it's got him by the head, the arm.
It's shredding his shirt. Unbelievable. It's just tearing it. Oh, it's not only getting his shirt, it's shredding him up too. I mean, that barbed wire is not kind of human flesh. And Brian Danzig right on top of him.
That barbed wire has no mercy, and in this match, you will see in the conclusion that it had no mercy on either man.
No, none whatsoever. Brian Danzig now taking it to Rick Diesel. Rick Diesel is hurt.
You can tell by his shirt with the damage the barbed wire seen. We can't see Rick Diesel's back. We can't see his arms that good because he still has a shirt on.
Oh, beautiful spin wheel kick.
You know, there he goes right in from the spin wheel kick into the bottom layer of the barbed wire.
He is hurting. He is hurting. Oh, and he's limp. It comes down. The barbed wire is just. I mean, when it comes loose like that, you see it just tangles up, and anything that's in it or around it is going to be tangled up with it, and that stuff is not easy to get out of. I mean, this is designed to keep cattle where they're supposed to be, to keep them from getting out. And here's two human beings using it as a weapon against each other.
Well, like I said, you know, barbed wire is to cage animals up, and on this night, like I said, these men was like two caged animals, Matt.
Absolutely. Rick Diesel now trying to get himself back together, but he is in trouble. Oh, right hand.
There's Brian Danzig with that big right hand.
Staggered him. He jumped into that one. Brian Danzig in a world of hurt, but he's on top of him.
You can tell that Rick Diesel is feeling the pain of the barbed wire right now.
Brian Danzig just taking his time. He's trying to get his win about him. I mean, you know, this match doesn't have the potential to go very long. It's gone longer than I thought it would. Rick Diesel just nailed Brian Danzig on the top of the head.
Brian Danzig's mistake, Matt. You know, he wasted too much time. He gave Rick Diesel too much of a breather.
Absolutely.
When he turned his back, Rick took advantage of it.
Absolutely. Rick Diesel slid all the way out of the ring and hit one of those tables that are sitting below the stands here. Now he crawls back in the ring, and Brian's right on top of him.
Brian is really taking it to him. You know, they're both addled right now from the barbed wire, from the right hands. You know, they're just, now if I'm not mistaken, Brian is choking Rick Diesel with the barbed wire here.
Yeah, but there's nothing referee Bill Holiday can do about it. Anything goes in this match. I mean, it's just a 3-counter submission. That's the only way to win it. And I mean,
big kick to the face by Rick Diesel on Brian Danzig.
Rick Diesel is hurt. I mean, you see he staggered back and fell out. He is hurt. He is in trouble. But Brian Danzig is in trouble too. Both of these men are hurt, but I mean, you know, if you go through barbed wire, I mean, you're gonna get hurt. They knew they were gonna get hurt before they stepped in the ring tonight. One, no,
Rick
going
Diesel
for the barbed
don't want
wire.
the pin.
No, he's always digging that barbed wire right in his
Diesel
head.
is concerned with this barbed wire in his hands right now is ending Brian's career because of what Brian did to him in Bassett, Virginia.
Absolutely, Brian made the mistake of making Rick Diesel mad, and he has come out tonight to end Brian's career, which Brian has come out tonight to end his career. Brian has a lot of hostility toward Rick Diesel. And now, both men staggered. They're trying to get to each other. Right hand by Rick Diesel, another one. And he's hammering away on Danzig.
He's holding no expenses. Rick Diesel is busted up. Big kick to Brian Danzig.
You've got to respect both men for having the guts to get in the ring tonight. But, you know, both of these guys, it could be said that they have more guts than brains.
Rick Diesel has a barbed wire again. You know, he's got Brian's head wrapped up in it. You can see it.
He is digging it into the forehead and the face of Brian Danzig. He's trying to hurt him.
You know, this is a very dangerous match. You know, in that situation, you could get an eye punched out. You could get very seriously cut, lacerated, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely.
You know, but these two men knew the stipulations of the match when they signed the contract.
Yes, they did, and they hate each other, and I'm sure of them. Oh, beautiful spin kick. Brian Danzig, he caught Rick Diesel right in the gut with that one.
And Rick Diesel falls right back into the barbed wire that's wrapped up over there.
He sure does, and you can tell he's in a lot of pain right now. He is in a world of hurt. Brian Danzig now just waiting for him to get up. Oh, Rick Diesel nails him. He's coming back. He got a second win. He's going for a suplex. Gonna suplex him. Up. Oh, he dropped him on the barbed wire.
First on all 3 strands of barbed wire, man.
Unbelievable, Brian Danzig. Oh, he's hurt.
Brian is wrapped up in that barbed wire all around him. He can't get out.
Oh, and he goes out of the ring. I don't know. Oh,
he's
Brian
trying.
is hurt. Look at Brian's right leg. His right leg is open.
To my understanding, that laceration took 14 stitches to close it.
Unbelievable.
You know, people can say what they want, but right here's proof. You know, I seen Brian in the dressing room after the match. He was bleeding from head to toe. You know, I don't care about neither one of these men, but I give them a great deal of respect for what they're going through right here.
Absolutely. These two double tough individuals, but I believe Brian Danzig has about had all he can stand. That dropping him on that barbed wire, I mean, that really hurt him. He's in a lot of trouble, and Diesel's got a chair.
Rick Diesel could have had the pin, but what to do? He went and got
the chair.
He
drops the leg.
More pain. He
rolls
wants to
over.
make sure.
1, 2, 3, got him.
You know, there's the pinfall for Rick Diesel with the use of the chair and the leg drop.
Absolutely, but they took down just about every piece of barbed wire that was around that ring. Rick Diesel comes out on top, but he is hurt.
Both wrestlers are addled by the barbed wire. You know, Brian did sustain stitches during this match.
Wow, what a great match between Rick Diesel and Brian Danzig. Barbed wire. Fans of the AIWF never seen that before. It was a great match. Bloody, both men went to the hospital, and as you heard during our commentary, Smiling Diamond Dave said Brian Danzig received 14 stitches in his leg from that match. You may have caught it. We had to do voiceover on that match because that night at the show we were unable to do commentary, technical difficulties and whatnot. But a great match, and this feud between Rick Diesel and Brian Danzig long from over. But moving right along, I'm going to show you our bunkhouse cage battle royal. The rules are fairly simple here. Pinfall or submission, that's how you're eliminated. You get pinned or you give up. And another man comes into the ring every 30 seconds. Let's take a look at that amazing match right now. All right, Rick Diesel starting off against a Red Scorpion here. Bunkhouse cage battle royal. The rules are fairly simple here. Another man comes into the ring every 30 seconds. Referee Don Hopkins going to have one heck of a job keeping this match under control tonight. Rick Diesel hammering away on the Red Scorpion now, starting this match. Choking him now. Works with the chin lock. Not going to be much wrestling here. This is one of those matches where you just get in there and fight. And the cage is up, and you can bet they're going to use that as a weapon. Red Scorpion now working out. Forearm shot to the back. Backs Rick Diesel into the ropes. Rick Diesel hit the cage. That hurt his back. He nailed that cage and the Red Scorpion right on top of him. Hammering away. Rick Diesel rakes the face. Jumping Jimmy hits the ring. 30 seconds up, Jumping Jimmy hits the ring and goes to work on the Red Scorpion. Two members of the family hammering away on the Red Scorpion. Now, the Red Scorpion's in trouble here. They've got to do as much damage to him in 30 seconds, but who knows who could come out next. You know, it could be a situation where you have 3-on-1 here, but the Red Scorpion is in a lot of trouble. Jumping Jimmy hit the ring. He and Rick Diesel double teaming the Red Scorpion. They send him to the cage. Oh, he nailed that cage. There's not much give in the cage. Here comes Dynamite Doug into the ring. Dynamite Doug hits the ring, grabs Rick Diesel. Diesel gets away. Firing back and forth, Doug with some powerful right hands. Jumping Jimmy and the Red Scorpion, but Red Scorpion just dropped an elbow on Jumping Jimmy. This is going to be a hard one to call, fans. See, I'm having trouble. There's only 4 men in the ring. Just imagine when we have 10 or 12 in there. The Red Scorpion now working over Jumping Jimmy. He and Dynamite Doug going to double team Jumping Jimmy now. Referee Don Hopkins gets out of the way. He's sitting up on the top rope. Oh, big double clothesline. Rick Diesel goes right to work on Dynamite Doug, hammering away. Red Scorpion now stomping Jumping Jimmy. Neil Leathers hits the ring. He goes right after Rick Diesel. Jumping Jimmy and Red Scorpion have paired off. Jumping Jimmy hits the rope. Neil Leathers and Dynamite Doug working over Rick Diesel in the corner. And Neil Leathers, Rick Diesel noggin knocker. Dynamite Doug takes both men down. Unbelievable. Neil Leathers and Rick Diesel are in trouble right now. Dynamite Doug seems to be the only man standing. Red Scorpion up. Jackie Anderson in the ring now. They come out every 30 seconds. It doesn't take them long, fans. This ring's going to be full in a little while. You think it's chaotic now? Give them a few more minutes. Red Scorpion hammering away on Rick Diesel. Dynamite Doug stomps the hands of Neil Leathers. Oh, Dynamite Doug got Rick Diesel up against the cage. He's grinding the face into the cage. He's grinding his head into the cage. Rick Diesel is in trouble. Holding that head. Neil Leathers, right hand of Red Scorpion staggers him back. Don Hopkins is just staying out of the way. That's about all he can do right now. Neil Leathers now hammering away. Dynamite from behind, Rick Diesel just nailed Neil Leathers. Jackie Anderson and Jumping Jimmy going at Rick Diesel, walking around looking for somebody to punch, and there's the Intimidator in the ring. The biggest man in the ring so far. Huge. 400 plus. He is a big man and one double tough individual. And he goes, the Intimidator goes right after the smallest man in the ring, Jumping Jimmy. He's holding him. Over here on this side, JT Sledge comes in and hammers away on Neil Leathers. Remember, pinfall or submission is how you're eliminated. Barbed wire on the top of the cage, you cannot escape. And Neil Leathers tastes the steel. Rick Diesel back up against the ropes, he's hurt. The Intimidator goes right after the Red Scorpion. Red Scorpion, one of the first men in this match. And it is just pure cat. JT Sledge tastes the steel. Dynamite Doug sent him there. Rick Diesel now in the corner. He had a foot on his face a second ago. The Intimidator just laying all that weight down on him from behind. Who is that behind him? Can't see, there is so much action here. That's Brian Danzig. Come out here and Rick Diesel double teaming the Intimidator. They've got to work him over. That's the only way they're going to be able to beat this big guy. Jumping Jimmy now in on it, a triple team. The family teaming up against the Intimidator. Jumping Jimmy nails JT Sledge. Brian Danzig working on Dynamite Doug. Aries hits the ring. Goes right after Jackie Anderson. I mean, this is just to a point. You hit anything that moves, fans. Action all over the ring. Rick Diesel down in the corner again. Aries goes to work on him. He always got the foot right in his throat. Rick Diesel got him off. Jackie Anderson now. Got the foot in his throat too. Rick Diesel is in trouble, fans. But Aries pulls Jackie Anderson off of him and throws him down to the mat. Aries goes back after Rick Diesel. Now he's just standing on him. In the corner. Rick Diesel in all kinds of trouble. In the corner, he's been worked over. Oh, Jumping Jimmy just sent Jackie Anderson hard into the cage. Jumping Jimmy working over Jackie now. Grinding his face into that steel. Major Havoc's in the ring. He's got Brian Danzig backed up against the ropes. JT Sledge catches the Red Scorpion with a clothesline. Now Major Havoc sends Brian Danzig to the ropes. Tried to get him to hit that steel, but Brian blocked it. Boy, there are bodies everywhere in this ring. Red Scorpion now got Brian Danzig in the corner, unloading with right hands. And again. Oh, Brian Danzig with a foot to the gut. Drops the elbow on the top of the head. Kicks him in the gut. And boy, this is chaotic, fans. We see Smiling Diamond Dave in the ring. Unloading with those chops on Major Havoc. Smiling Diamond Dave, some of the deadliest chops in the AIWF, probably in the sport. Red Scorpion down, Intimidator still there. I don't think anybody's been eliminated. I haven't seen any pinfalls yet. The ring just keeps filling up with more and more bodies. Cyclone's in the ring. And as more people come into the ring, this match potentially gets more dangerous. You can get hit from behind. Anything. Cyclone got Rick Diesel. Sends him hard into the cage. He is one of the most powerful men in the AIWF. Now Red Scorpion trying to hammer the Intimidator to no avail. The Intimidator. Major Havoc nails the Intimidator. Brian Danzig laid out. Oh, there's bodies everywhere. It looks like a wreck on I-77, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fight. Not a wrestling match. Go out and hurt somebody. You cannot escape the cage. The only way you can be eliminated by pinfall or submission. You sure can't go over the top of that cage. There's barbed wire lining the top of it. No escape whatsoever. And Brian Danzig is just choking the Red Scorpion. He's choking him out. And unloads with some chops and a couple of boots. Oh, the Red Scorpion's in trouble, fans. He has been beat on. He's been in this match since the beginning. He and Rick Diesel, and I believe they're both still in there. Cyclone going to work on, I believe that's Neil Leathers. Just bodies everywhere. The Intimidator just standing waiting for somebody to come over. He grabs Cyclone, nails him with a right hand. staggers the big man back to the ropes. And Dynamite Doug comes off the ropes with a forearm shot to Cyclone's back. Oh, and Jumping Jimmy just tasted the steel. He's hurting the Red Scorpion, stomps him. There is just chaos everywhere. All these men. Oh, the Intimidator squashes Brian Danzig in the corner. Chops, right hand. Robert Roma hits the ring. Chris Wyndham's there. More and more people hitting the ring. It's getting wilder by the minute, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe anybody has been eliminated yet. Not that I've seen. Jumping Jimmy tastes the steel again. He's on spaghetti legs. He cannot stand, and down he goes. Neil Leathers now goes after Jackie Anderson. There are bodies everywhere, fans. This one is hard to call. Jumping Jimmy's in a world of hurt, fans. He's down in the corner. He's in a dangerous spot. There's Johnny Reb. Good day, there are so many bodies in the ring. The ring can't hardly hold him, and Don Hopkins is just trying to stay out of the way. He's going to have to count to three counts, and he's in charge of eliminating people, but good day, there are bodies everywhere. How could one man officiate a match like this? Beyond me. Dynamite Doug now with shoulder blocks. The Major Havoc in the corner. JT Sledge just caught an elbow from Johnny Reb. Major Havoc now got Cyclone in the corner working him over as Dynamite Doug was doing him just a second ago. Goes into a headlock. Sergeant Butch Steele in the ring now. Takes Sledge to the cage. Oh, you saw that up close and personal. Sledge tasted the steel. And now Johnny Reb and Butch Steele going at it. Chris Wyndham's up on the ropes. The other side comes down on Aries with a double axe handle. Jumping Jimmy's back on his feet, hammering away at JT Sledge. Rick Diesel and Brian Danzig standing with the referee, getting a breather. Nobody's over there with them right now. Robert Roma now. What's he doing? Has he been eliminated? He may have been eliminated, fans. He left the cage. I guess so. Robert Roma eliminated, but you just cannot see all the action. It's dangerous. Don Carson's in the ring now. Didn't see him come in, but he's there. He will be a factor in this match, that's for sure. Now you see Sergeant Butch Steele hammering away on Johnny Reb. This is just, they're hitting anything that moves. There's no two men that pair up and stay with each other. Smiling Diamond Dave unloading with heavy right hands and chops. He's got Jumping Jimmy staggered again. He's got him in a full Nelson. Don Carson hammering away. TVA teaming up, using that teamwork, sticking together. But Cyclone's right there to break it up. The Intimidator's just standing there, waiting for somebody to come after him. Nobody's been able to do anything with him yet. The Enforcer's in the ring now. Brian Danzig now. Aries flips it. Oh, clothesline. Short clothesline. Today there is action everywhere. It is real hard to call this, fans. I know I'm having trouble. You have to bear with me. There is so much action. Red Scorpion and Rick Diesel, first two men in the cage, are still there. Rick Diesel may not be for long. He just tasted the steel. And Cyclone just pummeling him down to the mat. Stomps away now. Rick Diesel's in trouble. He's busted open. Aries has got Red Scorpion pinned. I don't know if Don Hopkins counted him out or not. I believe he did. Yes, Don Hopkins is telling Red Scorpion to leave. So Rick Diesel, one of the first men in the match, he's left, but the Red Scorpion is gone. Sergeant Butch Steele, I think he's got JT Sledge pinned. Not sure. There is action everywhere. Don Hopkins counts three. King Cobra's in the ring. Still massive chaos. People everywhere. And you can see the cage is being used as a weapon. That's what it's there for, is to keep them in and to be used as a weapon. That's what they're doing. There's no telling how many people have hit that cage so far tonight. And JT Sledge is just pummeling Jumping Jimmy. Drops the elbow on top of the head. You can see Neil Leathers. I don't know who he's paired up with right now. Can't tell. It's like Chris Wyndham now. Got Neil Leathers. He's taking a beating. King Cobra down. Jumping Jimmy and JT Sledge have seemed to pair off, be going at it right now. There's the Intimidator. He's still in it. But Don Carson goes right after him. Brian Danzig now. A couple of knees to Smiling Diamond Dave. He got him in trouble. The Intimidator with a double axe handle on Smiling Diamond Dave's back. Johnny Reb is still there. Aries is still there. Dynamite Doug's still in the match. Unbelievable. Don Carson trying to work over the Intimidator. He is such a big man. Got to take his legs out, and that's what Don's doing. He saved his partner, Smiling Diamond Dave, from the Intimidator, who was smothering him in the corner. Intimidator's so big, it's hard to do anything with him. Johnny Reb now takes Aries to the steel. Aries eats cage. He's down. Referee, turn around. Rick Diesel's getting choked out in the corner. Who's that on? I believe it's Dynamite Doug. Yeah, Dynamite Doug choking out Rick Diesel. Now Johnny Reb, Ryan Danzig paired off for a little while, but not long. Aries has got Rick Diesel, drops a forearm on his back. Rick Diesel is in a lot of trouble, fans. He's been in this thing since the get-go, and he is battered and bloody in the corner. Jumping Jimmy now. I can't tell who he's hooked up with. There's just so many bodies, fans, in this match. Many people have been eliminated. Now Johnny Reb choking Rick Diesel. Choking him out. The blood flowing from the head. This is a very dangerous match. Johnny Reb now looking for somebody to hit. Oh, Rick Diesel just got nailed again by Smiling Diamond Dave. And he's coming back like a second wind. He's choking him. He got him right by the Adam's apple. Watch out from behind. Don Carson rakes the face to break that up. Right hand to Rick Diesel now. Cyclone's still in the match. Enforcer's still in the match. The Intimidator is still in the match. Rick Diesel now. Oh, Smiling Diamond Dave's on top. No, Rick Diesel rolls him over. Where's the referee? He's got him pinned. There's Don Hopkins. 1, 2, 3. Did he get him? No. Did he kick out? I don't know. It was close. He's out of there. Don Hopkins is saying he's out of there. Don Carson just dropped Cyclone like a bad habit. Major Havoc jumps on top. 1, 2, 3. Cyclone's gone. Not very many men left now. Brian Danzig works over Major Havoc. You can see Johnny Reb. Who's he got in a sleeper hold over there? Can't tell. Rick Diesel now choking out Don Carson. Brian Danzig hits the steel, courtesy of Major Havoc. 1, 2, 3. Don Carson is gone. Well, TVA is out of there. Still just a few men left now. Rick Diesel, Brian Danzig, Major Havoc, Sergeant Butch Steele is still left, I believe. Johnny Reb and the Intimidator. Intimidator is doing a smart thing. He's staying away. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Reb. Did he beat him? I believe he did get the 3 count on Rick Diesel. Rick Diesel's out of this one. Well, it looks like, let's see, Brian Danzig now over in the corner. Who is that? It's one of the mercenaries. The Intimidator. Oh, he squashed them both. Major Havoc and Brian Danzig both get squashed. Intimidator makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Brian Danzig's been eliminated. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty now. Major Havoc is hurt in the corner. But he gets up. Me and Johnny Reb are going to have to double team the Intimidator if they expect to to do anything with him. He is not taking much of a pounding in this match. He's been doing a smart thing and staying away from the action, taking his time to rest. And Johnny Reb, major havoc now. Johnny Reb trying to stay away from the big intimidator. Now they're going to lock up, man to man, but Johnny Reb has got a stick and move here. If he lets the big man get him in some of those power holds, it's going to be over real quick. And we're down to the final two participants. I believe Major Havoc has been eliminated. The Intimidator now hammers away on Johnny Reb. He caught him, and Johnny Reb is in trouble. The Intimidator now. Irish Whip comes off the cage in a big clothesline. Thunderous clothesline. The Intimidator now walks over. He's taking his time. He's being methodical. He's a lot fresher than Johnny Reb, but Johnny Reb now punching the leg, punching the thigh, trying to break the big man down. But the Intimidator just stands there. It's like two tree trunks, but he goes down. There's only so much a knee can take, the leg can take. That's the right idea, though. Johnny's got the right idea. Go after the legs of the Intimidator. Backs him into the corner and follows him in. There's the Bulldog. Drove his head into the canvas. He rolls him over. 1, 2. Oh, the Intimidator got the shoulder up. Johnny Reb was a half a second away from winning this match. But now, the Intimidator trying to get back up, but Johnny Reb stays right on him. He's going to have to. As big as this man is, you got to stay on him. He needs to keep working on those legs, but the Irish Whip rope reversal by the Intimidator catches him off the rope. Oh, big side slam. Got him 1, 2, 3, and the Intimidator has won it. He has won the Bunkhouse Battle Royal in this cage. Unbelievable. Hey, what a great Battle Royal in that cage. The Intimidator came out on top. What a great match. Hey, what a bunch of great matches. Hey, we'd like to thank you. We hope you enjoyed the AIWF Best of Volume 1 for 1997. Hey, be sure to look for future AIWF videos this year and still to come. Look for us to come to a town near you. Hey, on behalf of everybody, we thank you for watching. If you want to get in contact with the AIWF, be showing our address on the screen in just a few moments. Hey, I'm Matt Carter saying so long. Hope you enjoyed it.